Hello, welcome to Freddy's Mana Kung Fu. Yes, it's me, Miss Jenny Lee, Sifu Freddie Lee's wife. I have a very special request from my husband. Yes, this special video is a special dedication to all you people that you know who you are. You know who you are because you know you're watching our channel all the time, okay? So, my question is to my husband, Sifu Freddie Lee, is... actually, let me put my little opinion to it first. I won't say no names, no whatever, okay? Okay, so I find it so annoying when people come to my husband in disguise, okay? They'll just act like a normal potential customer just to ask questions and to be nosy. And they know something's up, but they'll still hide it from you. So, here, take Ken. He keeps trying to grab this tripod. Oh. Here you go. Go to your daddy-o. Okay. And they'll just be in disguise and they'll just ask my husband questions about his martial arts school, you know, and just being in disguise. And then later on, if they feel like it, then they'll say, oh, by the way, I'm from another school, martial arts school. You know, I find that so silly. You know what I mean? It's like, when you, what ticks me off is like, when you already know that you will be so loyal. You know that you're already going to be 100% so loyal to your boss slash master slash Sifu slash sensei slash or whatever, your instructor, okay? When you know 100% sure that you're so loyal to your school already, why the hell do you go to other schools to be nosy? It's like, I know it's more of a competitive thing to do or a nosy thing to do, you know, but you know what? I find it really annoying and very disrespectful. You know, you're better off using your time to promote your school, okay? Bring in more people for your school. Instead of wasting your time going to other schools, questioning, interrogating, getting nosy information from other instructors, why waste your time? If you want your instructor's school to progress and be successful, spend your time on recruiting people to come to your school, okay? And stop wasting your time going to other schools, questioning the instructor, acting like you're a potential customer when you're actually just being freaking nosy, and just trying to get information and pass it on to your school to gossip about, you know? Stop being annoying. Go promote your own school and stop trying to be nosy at our business. Thank God my husband don't let those people into our school. So next time, if you nosy people want to come ask questions, we're going to make you stand outside. You're not invited into our school. You're going to stand outside, okay, in the cold or in the hot weather. You're not invited. If you're going to be nosy, okay, if you want information, you could have checked out FREDDIE'S His philosophy's on there, his YouTube videos on there. You can go to Freddy's Mana Kung Fu YouTube channel. Tons of philosophical YouTube channels that he has done out of his free time, okay? If you want to know about his philosophy, about his school, it's tons of videos about that. You don't have to come knocking on his door, coming to him and trying to nose up in our business and see how it looks like inside, you know? How dare you? So don't waste your time. So next time when you come knocking on the door, you'll be outside waiting, okay? That's all I have to say. So Sifu, you tell me, how do you feel about these people that have been doing this to you for the past 2 years that you've been open? You tell me. This is dedicated to those people. And you know who you are out there. Go ahead.
Alright, so, you know, being open commercially for about 2 years now, you know, I encountered different people, you know, that walking off the streets, asking about questions about the school. I don't really have, like, it's not like a place that people can just walk into, you know, it's just, these are private lessons, these are, you know, the only time that I'm really at the school is when I'm training, so I don't really got time to really speak to people about training that aren't serious, and I've met with a lot of people, or I've spoken with a lot of people that aren't serious, you know, I mean, they just like to ask questions, and then, you know, I know there's secret shoppers out there, you know, people that are coming from other schools and they're trying to assess in their eyes their competition, and You know, this is how capitalism is. You know, businesses try to compete with one another in this way. And you know, I feel that we should just be doing our own thing, and I don't focus on them, you know, and I don't really care to focus on them. I'm focusing on my own thing and doing my thing. And but these other people coming from other schools, you know, there's certain questions that they ask, which to me is kind of annoying. It's like people, there's certain people that come in there acting as if they know everything, and then they're trying to assess, you know, your school to see, oh, what could your school offer to me? And when those types of people come to my school, in my eyes, I don't even want to have those sorts of people. You know, I really don't feel that the martial arts should be put out in the market where the customer is in control, in full control. You know, like it's a customer service oriented industry. I don't believe the martial arts is supposed to be like that. I believe the martial arts should be something like how the military is operating, where it's just basically like the people that are training you, they're in control, you know, and what they say is how it goes. And basically the teacher has to have the ability to deny people from learning, you know, whether or not they may not be spiritually ready, you know, or they just don't have the proper mentality. But I think the martial arts, it's very, you know, traditionally, you know, it's more close-knit, and typically what ends up happening is once you choose one school, you're supposed to be sticking to that school. You're not supposed to be deviating to another school. You know, so I'm not seeking to take students from other schools. You know, that's not what I aim to do. I feel that businesses should be able to coexist, and I don't like the idea of like one corporation taking over everything and just taking all the customers. I don't like that idea. So meaning I don't really promote something like Walmart coming into a community and then just forcing all the small businesses to go out of business because there's a Walmart now. You know, I feel that, you know, multiple small businesses should be able to be in existence and be able to coexist. Like if you ever go to Chinatown in Chicago, you'll see like all these Chinese restaurants. I mean, there's like hundreds of them, and you wonder how they could survive when there's so much competition. But I kind of like the idea of like multiple restaurants opposed to just like shutting down all the restaurants and just having one big old restaurant, like a big old McDonald's or something. You know, I think that every school has something unique to offer, and that every potential customer or student, you know, the more options that they have available, you know, the more potential that they could find the right instructor that is right for them. You know, and FMK is not for everybody. It clearly isn't. You know, and the people that it's not right for, then they could go to the other schools that are in the area and try them out. You know, but you know, another thing is I'm not a greedy person for students or money. You know, I'd rather just be natural with how I teach and how I promote, and not be all stressed out like how most business people are. They always feel like, oh, we have to make more money, we have to make more money. and they're just constantly driven to profit. For me, I'm not like that. I feel that, hey, you know, if we grow steadily, that's okay with me. I actually prefer that. You know, I don't, another thing is I don't really have that much space in my facility. So it's very crucial that I find the right students that appreciate the teachings. And I'd rather have, like, you know, say 20 really dedicated students than like 200 people coming in and out that just don't give a damn. You know, and all they do is just pay like a low monthly fee. I'm not about that. Basically, I'm not trying to turn this into no Planet Fitness or something like that, where you're just giving people a good deal, you know, for cheap training. You know, that's not what I'm about. You know, I've stated in my other videos, I'd rather have one person pay $1,000 a month than to have like 400 people paying $10 a month, you know, coming in and out of there. You know, I don't want that. You know, and the unique thing about the FMK is that I'm not really there for martial artists. If people feel that they're already a martial artist and then they come to my school, you know, typically they want to just step into a fight club. They just want to come in there to test out what they know or what they think they know, and just they want to stroke their ego and make themselves feel good. That's not what my school's here for. You know, if people think they're martial artists, okay, then if you don't, then you could go somewhere else for that. But basically the way that I view it is just like, my school is for people who want to train to become martial artists, you know, or for people who want to train with other martial artists, like in a positive environment that fosters growth and creativity and peace. You know, and you know, I criticize a lot of things through my online expression, and I'm very open and honest with my viewpoints on certain things. But when it comes to something like this, where there's like local businesses or local schools like right next to my school or not too far from my school that may be in direct competition with my school as far as like trying to gain students or retain students, I feel that, you know, it's important that I refrain from being too critical, you know, because it's just not good for my business, it's not good for their business, it's just not helping anybody. So, you know, that's partly a major reason why I shut down the FMK Facebook. You know, it's just basically, it's a waste of time. It was draining our marriage. You know, it was taking away time from our kids, and it was hurting my business. You know, because a lot of times people can't handle honesty. You know, and they're gonna kind of get upset at you if you say something that they don't agree with. And really, I didn't want to have anything to do with that. But when it comes to like the business and what I'm doing, you know, training people towards greater health, that's kind of where my, you know, professional side has to step in and just basically keep it professional, where it's just like, you know what, I'm just helping this person, you know, achieve the goals that they wish to achieve. They may be to get more fit, to get more flexible, to get better at self-defense, things like that. I mean, my school is not about competition fighting, so for the people that want competition fighting, they go to another school. We're not going to be doing, you know, we're not going to spend all day, every day, 2 hours a day rolling around the ground with each other. That's not what we do here either. So people that are interested in that, they can go somewhere else. You know, I mean, the school is unique. We do different things, and we train in a different way. You know, and it's just, it's different. You know, and I don't think anybody will ever find a school out there like FMK, because there's only one FMK. You know, but I feel that small businesses should be able to coexist with one another. Like I said, I'm not a greedy person, so if there's 100 customers and there's 4 martial arts schools in the area, and each school gets 25 customers each out of those 100, I think that's fair. I think that's good. Hey, everybody got some customers. But if I get 90 and then the other 3 schools only have 10, that's not fair to the other schools. I feel bad for them. Or if, all the other schools got 90 students, or say every other school got like 30 students each, those 3 schools got 30 students each, and I got 10, hey, I'll still be happy with the 10. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not greedy for customers, I'm not greedy for money, but I still need to survive. So that's why I put a lot of hard work, creating YouTube videos, so I don't need to be dependent on my physical school location to draw on students. If I could get the YouTube where I want it to be, then everything that I do in the physical school location is just supplemental to what what is the foundation to FMK.
And your online students.
Yeah, and the online students, you know what I mean? Like I said, as long as we're afloat, as long as like we're not about to go out of business, like say our minimum, we need to make a minimum profit every month in order to survive. As long as we achieve that and maybe just a little bit more, then we're good. I'm not the average business, like greedy business person that needs to put everybody out of business. That's not what I'm here to do, and I don't believe that it should be done that way. That's one of the downfalls of capitalism that I criticize, is that it forces like business owners to be cutthroat and like against each other. But I feel that another martial arts school is not my enemy, but at the same time, I find it kind of hard to collaborate because we're in the same industry, trying to get customers in the same industry. So it's kind of hard to collaborate when your audience is almost the same. So I feel that we should just be working independently and just go on about our way and just do the best we can to better our businesses. The way that I view martial arts schools, it might be likened to like 2 personal trainers. You know what I mean? They're both trying to get clients to make a living. I mean, how much can they actually work together? I mean, they're going to be working independently. The way I view martial arts school is like, a police department. You know what I mean? Like one police department and another police department. They just operate independently. And like I said, there's no other school out there like mine, because there's only one Freddie Lee, and this is a unique school, and it's gonna be different from any other school out there, no matter what the label is. No matter if the label is Kung Fu, Wushu, Karate, Taekwondo, Jeet Kune Do, or whatever they want to label their school. There's nothing to be out there that's just like this, and I think that the customers just need to know what's available and then see which instructor they connect with, and there is no instructor in this world that's the right instructor for everybody. I feel that we have connections with different people at different levels, and for example, like FMK is not the typical kiddie taekwondo school. We don't have the whole belt ranking system. People that like that, they don't want to have that here. They're gonna have to go somewhere else for that. FMK is not the type of school where you just come unlimited training 7 days a week for $50 a month. That's not what we do here. We're not going to be able to retain high quality training when you just sell it for so cheap. So people that want cheap training, they should go somewhere else. We're not preparing for like competition fighting, boxing matches, or cage fights, or anything like that. We're preparing for reality-based street combat you know, and there's not many martial arts schools out there that focus on that anymore. They're mostly geared towards some type of competition, and we don't do that. So people that want that could go somewhere else, you know. So it's just a different school with a different expression that's available out there in the public, you know. And I guess it's just in the nature of business, the nature of commerce, that businesses may feel like they're in direct competition, you know. But I'm not trying to be in direct competition with any businesses. I feel that we should be able to coexist, you know. And you know, it's also an indication to me when people come to me where I feel like they already feel like when they're indicating to me that they pretty much know it all already, they're not really here to learn. You know, they're here to criticize, they're here to snoop around, they're here to secret shop in order to take your ideas, in order to better their own their own school. And that's conflict, and that's what war is when it comes to politics, world politics, when it comes to countries, one country against another country. And you know, yeah, of course I don't appreciate people that try to come in here and take what we have and, you know, like better their own business and then compete with us. I don't appreciate that. But can you completely stop it? You can't completely stop it, but at least you can be aware of it, identify it, and just squash it. You know, so when people come to me, they feel like they know everything, they can turn them back around and go somewhere else. Because you're obviously not here to learn because you feel like you already know everything. You know, and even if you are here to learn, it's mainly just to basically exploit what you're being taught in order to gain greater profits for yourself or wherever school that you came from.
And act like you have to. And what I find so annoying also is when they come to my husband, act like they know it all, and they act as if my husband has to prove himself so hard to get them through the door. You know what I'm saying? When they already know that they are so loyal already to their current instructor, even if their current instructor is a pot-belly out of shape man that can't even, you know, do anything physically of a fitness level. But anyways, so that's what I find annoying, is like, stop wasting your time coming to different schools and asking questions like you know it all, and then like have to make instructors try to prove themselves to you. You know, just take your dumb money and give it back to your old master or something.
Yeah, so I'm okay with growing at just a steady pace. Just with the YouTube channel, for example, I'm very happy with the way it's going, and it's not like it's exploded. I mean, it's just something that gradually through time we're slowly just building up, and I'm okay with that. You know, if I get one student a year, I'm fine with that as long as I can maintain the students that I have. But if I'm losing students and I'm not gaining enough to recover that loss, then it's gonna be a problem. But it's not like I need like 500 students a year. No, you know what I mean? I don't care for that. You know what I mean? I emphasize more quality over quantity, and yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the way things are going, and I just want to keep going with it, you know. And like I stated, you know, I spoke to other people that are instructors, and they try to talk about collaborations, but I don't know how to collaborate, because what is there to collaborate about? You know what I'm saying? I mean,